Okay guys, welcome by the way. Before we actually get started, if you are new and you're not subscribed, click on the subscribe button. You can like, share and also comment if you want. We would be looking at our CADJPY, Swiss franc JPY and New Zealand dollar to our JPY. So let's get started. Starting with our weekly time frame, I guess on our CADJPY. If we are to zoom it out, I think we've actually been moving bullish since April, January, March. I think it was around March we started having this movement. We all can see it here. 22 March and something before that. So at this period of March, we're actually on an uptrend move. We can see the higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So basically, if you want to trade it on the weekly time frame standpoint, we are to actually go long on our CADJPY. That is what it is showing us, by the way. So on this, we would want to use our analysis to actually predict where our price will be moving for tomorrow. So basically, let's analyze some key level, then we'll go down to our daily time frame. Let's start it from here. We add an impulse move here. We add a correction, which was here. We add another. We saw this correction hit our 10-period moving average, right? There was an impulse move again. Then we add a correction at this level, right? And now another impulse move. Now see it this way. This impulse move just broke above our previous higher highs. So this level was actually our previous higher highs. If you go down to your daily time frame, you will see that this level was tapped twice. We saw this level come to this level, it came down. It also rallied to this level, it came down again until it rallied up and broke above it. So basically, daily time frame, it's tapped it about multiple times, about 2 times. Now see it on our daily time frame. This is exactly what we're talking about. When we're having this rally movement upward, you saw this price came to this level, it's dropped, it's rallied up again to this level and it's dropped. Now I want you to actually notice this. I like this key level because it should be useful. So now we are actually on an uptrend move on the daily time frame, right, on our CADJPY. Now we've actually gotten this impulse move once our price has broken above our previous higher highs. What we are expecting next is a pullback, right? So watch out for it. Once price tends to break above our resistance or our higher highs, we tend to see a pullback happen on the the trend move or everything like that. So price has broken our previous higher highs, which was about this level here. Now we are now waiting for a pullback. So if you want to trade it on this daily time frame, I'll say wait for a pullback yet. But we would want to see where our price will be moving for tomorrow. That is why we'll be I want you to stick so we know together. Now see it's on our JPY index, which is our JPY index. Now price has actually been rallying down, right? We all can see it is a bearish move. The price came to this level, it's roll up. It came to this level again, it's roll up. It came to this level and it's roll up. Exactly why I highlighted this level as our support level and I took here as our resistance level, because price actually tapped between these two. So it was actually ranging, and we saw after this ranging, we saw that this price came to our support level and it broke below the support level on JPY index. After a breakout of the support level, what we are expecting is a pullback, which means that pullback to actually roll up to test our support level where it broke out from, right? So once we start having that pullback, which will be a bullish move on JPY index, then I can show you that our CAD to our JPY will drop. So once our JPY is rallying up, then our CAD itself will actually drop. But for the if we would want to try and predict where our price will be moving for tomorrow, we have to roll down to our 4-hour time frame. Now this is the where we would actually want to see where to actually pick the trade. See, our 4-hour time frame is actually an uptrend. Let us start it from here, about 15th of August. We actually started having this rally movement upward since August, right? Price has actually been rolling up on 4 hours time frame. Now take a look at it here. Price broke out from here. We add a little bit of a pullback on 4-hour time frame. We add another huge movement upward. We've had a little bit of a pullback and now we are rolling up. Once I tell you again, once price breaks above 110.130, then enter your long on our CADJPY. So basically, once price can break above 110.130, then we will open and close bullish on the 9th of September. So like I said, once price breaks above 110.130, then the next day will very much likely go open and close bullish on CADJPY. Now to enter this trade, we would go down to our 1 hour time frame. See 1 hour time frame, still a bullish move by the way. So from daily time frame, from weekly time frame, we are bullish down to daily time frame, which says we should go long, and now to our 4 hour time frame, which is still actually on an uptrend move, no indication it is going bearish, and now 1 hour time frame says bullish. So basically go bullish on CADJPY. We are expecting our CAD to our JPY open and close bullish the next day. Now let's take a look at our Swiss franc to our JPY. Start with our weekly time frame. You have to zoom it out, see the trend here, the movement, actually an uptrend move, right? See this movement here, actually rolling up on our Swiss franc to our JPY. Now let's take a look at this level here. We saw a rally movement here. There was a pullback to this level. We had another impulse move which broke above our previous highs. A pullback was made, and we've now had another huge movement upward. Guess what? This movement actually broke above our previous higher highs again. So on this weekly time frame, when price tends to break above the previous higher highs, we will be expecting a pullback, right? This is still an uptrend move. So weekly time frame, if you want to trade on the weekly time frame standpoint, you should be waiting for a pullback. So we should be waiting for a pullback on the weekly time frame, but we would want to see where our price would be moving for tomorrow. So in order to get that, we would roll down to our daily time frame. Now take a look at this daily time frame. There was an impulse move, so price came to this level, tap multiple times. Price actually came to this level. It's actually tapped once, I think serves as like a resistance level. You probably see it very well on a 4 hour time frame. So price actually kind of range within this level area where it actually bounces and go up. So now price has actually broken above this resistance level, which was our previous resistance level. What we are expecting again on our Swiss franc JPY is our price to come to test this once our resistance level, right? Then a rally movement would be made on this our Swiss franc JPY. So on its daily time frame standpoint, we are expecting a pullback on Swiss franc JPY, then a rally movement. We're very much likely going to be getting it next week. So are we going to be getting it the next day, which is on 9th of September, is where we would want to predict where our price will be moving. So now to actually predict it, by the way, we would actually see it on our JPY index. Let's do it this way. This is our JPY index. This is actually on a daily time frame, a full trend, a bearish move, right? Now price came to this level, bounce up, came to this level again, bounce up, came to this level, bounce up. So basically, and once our price hits this high, say it tends to drop. So we see that our price actually range here. Here was once our resistance level, down below was actually our support level, and now our price has broken below our support level. And once price breaks below support level, we expect it to actually go bullish to test the support level. Then a drop would be made again on our JPY index. So once we're having this pullback, which will be giving us a bullish move on our JPY index, then we should be seeing that bearish move we just talked about on our Swiss franc JPY, which means once JPY index starts going long, then Swiss franc to our JPY will drop. But to actually, we would want to actually take the trade for tomorrow. So to actually go long on our trade, we'll go to our 4 hour time frame. This is exactly how 4 hour time frame where we will take this trade. So 4 hour time frame, you all can see it from here about August. Yeah, we've actually been having this huge movement upward on our 4 hour time frame. Since we are having this movement upward on our 4 hour time frame, we should actually look to go long. Since 4-hour time frame still says long, then we should actually go long on our 4-hour time frame. See, it's impulse move here, a little bit of a correction, another impulse move, a little bit of a correction, and now we are on another impulse move upward. So possibly if you want to drop on this trade, then wait on your 4-hour time frame when we have a correction. Like I said, once there is a correction on 4-hour time frame, then you can actually take your buy on Swiss franc JPY. So the next day we are actually open to open bullish seats for some days now. This was Thursday move, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So about Monday to present until today, which is Thursday, we've actually have open and closed green. So possibly, probably there's high probability Friday will open and close green. So watch out for it. And lastly, our New Zealand to our JPY. Now take a look at this full trend on our New Zealand to JPY. I think this was around March 2020. The movement on our weekly time frame is a bullish move, right? Now let's quickly do a quick analysis so that our price actually rallied to this movement upward. We saw a correction, another movement was made here, but you see after this movement was made here, we saw actually some rejection here, which means price dropped to this level, it will roll up again to this, that's our level we talked about, and it's dropped again, serving as our resistance level. Now it's dropped to this level, which will be taken as our support. It will roll up again multiple times, you see it multiple times to the level again, serving kind of ranging within this area. It is more visible in the daily time frame, by the way. If you go to daily time frame, you see it visibly more. 4-hour time frame. Now weekly time frame, it was actually bullish. Now our price has actually rolled up and it has taken out this our highs. This highs we've just see at the top. What are we expecting again? A bearish move. Where other pairs, if you look it, we are still expecting to go long on our other pairs compared to JPY, but this New Zealand JPY will kind of give us like a different move, because you know the way Swiss franc JPY is moving is different from way New Zealand dollar JPY is moving. The way New Zealand dollar JPY is moving is different from how CADJPY is moving. So if you notice that, very much likely we'll be closing bullish on CADJPY and Swiss franc JPY, but New Zealand JPY will very much likely to go bearish. Or if we are to close bullish, then it will be a little bit of bullish move. So Swiss weekly time frame, we are still expecting a drop, right? Now let's roll down to daily time frame. This is actually, we saw this movement up here, it dropped, it came to this level, so it's actually dropping. What we are expecting again on our New Zealand, like I've just confirmed on weekly time frame, is our drop again. The reason why I said it is that, take a look at it, let's start from here. There was an impulse move here, a correction was made around this level. We add another impulse move, see this huge impulse move upward. What are we expecting? A correction, which very much likely will be having the correction the next day on our New Zealand dollar, coupled with the fact that this price has just hit our highs, which of our previous highs, liquidity highs, which is a key level. Once it has gotten to that level, we are expecting a little bit of a drop, or at least good amount of drop. So basically, New Zealand to our JPY is going to be going bearish. And once you look at the New Zealand PS, especially New Zealand dollar to the USD, you see that it's actually dropping, and some of the New Zealand PS, New Zealand dollar PS to the other PS, you see that it's actually dropping. So there won't be any difference on this our New Zealand dollar to our JPY. So New Zealand JPY and JPY next day very much likely to close bearish, so watch out for it. Now to actually take this trade, we will go to our 4-hour time frame. So this our 4-hour time frame still says bullish, so it will not be a good opportunity to actually short it. But if you want to short it, then possibly wait for this price to break below 86.720. Possibly once price break below this low, then we very much likely can short it. So that will give us a pullback at this area, a correction would be made, and now another impulse move downward, which broke below our previous lows. So wait for price to break below 86.720, then we can actually short the New Zealand JPY. Same thing with 1 hour time frame. So we are very much likely to go bearish since our 1 hour time frame wants to start giving us a bearish move. Wait for it to actually break our key level we just talked about. Then we can actually short our New Zealand dollar to JPY.